Most Dolby Atmos soundbars in 2026 look impressive on the box and disappoint the moment you press play. Brands promise cinematic height and surround, but many systems collapse in a flat front sound in real rooms. In this video, I break down the top 7 Dolby Atmos soundbars of 2026 that actually deliver real immersion, clarity, and long-term performance. Hit subscribe, and drop a comment for what you want to see next on Interface Craft. Number 7. Sony HT-A3000 Dolby Atmos Soundbar. The Sony HT-A3000 earns the number 7 position because it delivers one of the most controlled and dialogue-focused Dolby Atmos presentations in its class, even though it avoids aggressive tuning. Sony's approach with the A3000 is intentionally conservative. Instead of chasing instant wow factor bass or exaggerated height effects, this soundbar prioritizes clarity, tonal balance, and sound stability. In real living rooms, this results in a listening experience that feels clean and composed rather than flashy. Dialogue is consistently intelligible, making the A3000 especially strong for streaming content, TV shows, and dialogue-heavy films where poor mixes often cause frustration. Voices stay anchored to the screen without being overwhelmed by music or effects, which is something many budget Atmos soundbars still struggle to achieve. Atmos performance on the HT-A3000 is subtle but purposeful. Height cues are present, but they are not exaggerated or artificially widened. Instead, Sony focuses on creating a cohesive front soundstage that gently expands upward when Atmos content is detected. This makes the experience feel natural rather than processed. While overhead effects may not feel dramatic in large rooms, they remain believable in small to medium spaces where reflected sound has a better chance to work. Bass response without an external subwoofer is limited, but remains tight and controlled, avoiding the hollow or boomy character common in entry-level Atmos soundbars. For viewers who value clarity, balance, and reliability over sheer impact, the HT-A3000 serves as a dependable introduction to Dolby Atmos in 2026. If this already sounds better than what you own, don't decide yet. Like the video, subscribe for honest Atmos comparisons, and comment what you struggle with most right now, dialogue or bass, because the next soundbar fixes one of these. Number 6. LG S80QY Dolby Atmos Soundbar. The LG S80QY takes the number 6 position because it delivers a more energetic and cinematic Atmos presentation than many soundbars in its price range, while still maintaining reasonable balance. LG's tuning here is noticeably more aggressive than Sony's, particularly in how it handles bass and spatial width. From the first action scene, the S80QY feels larger and more dynamic, projecting sound outward with confidence. Dolby Atmos height effects are more pronounced, giving overhead cues greater presence during compatible content. This makes movies feel more immersive, especially in medium-sized rooms where reflected height effects can travel effectively. Dialogue clarity remains solid thanks to a dedicated center channel approach, though it can occasionally be overshadowed by bass at higher volumes. The included subwoofer adds meaningful low-frequency weight, giving explosions, soundtracks, and games a sense of physical impact that entry-level Atmos bars lack. Importantly, the bass remains mostly controlled rather than muddy, though it benefits from careful placement. The S80QY performs best when users want cinematic excitement over clinical accuracy. It is a soundbar designed to make movies feel bigger and more engaging, even if it sacrifices a bit of refinement compared to higher-ranked models. For viewers upgrading from basic stereo bars or TV speakers, the LG S80QY offers a noticeable leap into true Atmos territory. This is where Atmos starts feeling cinematic. But the next soundbar shows what happens when surround and height finally work together. Number 5. Samsung HW-Q800D Dolby Atmos Soundbar. The Samsung HW-Q800D earns the number 5 position because it delivers one of the most well-rounded Dolby Atmos experiences available without stepping into ultra-premium pricing. This soundbar strikes a careful balance between power, clarity, and spatial accuracy, which is exactly where many Atmos systems fall apart in real living rooms. From the first movie scene, the Q800D presents a soundstage that feels wider and taller than typical single-bar solutions. Front left and right channels project outward with confidence. The center channel keeps dialogue locked to the screen, and the up-firing drivers introduce height cues that feel present rather than decorative. Atmos effects are not exaggerated for quick demos. They unfold naturally as part of the mix, which makes long viewing sessions far more convincing. Dialogue handling is one of the Q800D's strongest traits. Samsung's center channel tuning keeps voices intelligible even during complex scenes with heavy music and effects. This matters more than raw loudness in daily use, especially with streaming content where mixes can be inconsistent. The soundbar adapts well across different genres, maintaining clarity during quiet conversations and composure during action sequences. The included wireless subwoofer adds real, low-frequency authority without overwhelming the mids. Bass hits with weight and control, giving explosions and soundtracks physical presence while avoiding the bloated, one-note rumble that cheap Atmos systems often produce. When properly placed, the sub integrates smoothly with the bar, creating a cohesive front stage rather than feeling like a separate source. Another reason the Q800D ranks here is scalability and room behavior. In small to medium rooms, it can function confidently as a standalone Atmos system, delivering convincing immersion without additional speakers. In larger spaces, it benefits from optional rear surrounds, which allow the Atmos field to open up behind the listener and reduce reliance on virtual processing. Volume scaling is also well controlled. As you increase output, the soundstage expands without collapsing or becoming harsh, which is a common weakness in mid-range soundbars. While it does not reach the absolute precision or channel separation of the top-tier systems on this list, the Q800D delivers a consistently satisfying Atmos experience that works across movies, series, gaming, and live sports. For buyers who want dependable Atmos performance without overpaying, this soundbar represents a smart and balanced choice in 2026. This is where Atmos stops being a feature and starts feeling reliable. If this breakdown helps, like the video, subscribe for honest Atmos comparisons, and comment whether you watch more movies or series so I can guide you to the right setup. Number 4. Sonos Arc Dolby Atmos Soundbar. The Sonos Arc earns the number 4 position because it delivers one of the most stable, refined, and room-adaptive Dolby Atmos experiences available in 2026, especially for users who value consistency over raw impact. Sonos designed the Arc to behave intelligently in real living spaces rather than ideal demo rooms, and that philosophy shows clearly in everyday use. From the first scene, the soundstage feels wide and composed, with sound spreading naturally across the front of the room and extending upward when Atmos content is detected. Height effects are not aggressive, but they are believable, creating a sense of vertical space that feels integrated rather than artificially boosted. This makes Atmos content feel immersive without sounding processed or fatiguing. Dialogue clarity is a defining strength of the Sonos Arc. Voices remain clean, centered, and easy to follow even when soundtracks become dense or dynamic. This makes the Arc particularly strong for long-form viewing, such as TV series, documentaries, and dialogue-heavy films where poor vocal intelligibility can quickly ruin the experience. The tonal balance across the mid-range is smooth and natural, giving speech a human quality rather than the thin or sharp presentation common in cheaper Atmos soundbars. While the Arc on its own does not deliver deep bass, it avoids sounding hollow or weak, maintaining composure even without an external subwoofer. When paired with a Sonos sub and optional rear speakers, the system scales into a far more immersive Atmos setup with improved low-end weight and surround separation. Another reason the Sonos Arc ranks at number 4 is long-term ownership experience. Sonos has built a reputation for stable firmware, reliable HDMI eARC performance, and ecosystem longevity, which matters far more than short-term excitement. The Arc adapts well to different room shapes and placements, using intelligent tuning to maintain balance, even when positioned near walls or furniture. This makes it forgiving in real homes where ideal placement is rarely possible. While it may not deliver the most aggressive height effects or the loudest output compared to higher-ranked systems, the Sonos Arc excels at consistency, polish, and everyday usability. For viewers who want Atmos that works reliably across all content types without constant tweaking, the Arc remains one of the safest and most satisfying choices in 2026. This is where Atmos feels smooth and effortless. If this helped clarify things like the video, subscribe for real-world Atmos testing and comment whether you'd add a subwoofer or keep it standalone. Number 3. Sony HT-A7000 Dolby Atmos Soundbar with subwoofer and rears. The Sony HT-A7000, when paired with its matching subwoofer and rear speakers, earns the number 3 position because it delivers a clearly defined step up in surround separation, height realism, and overall scale compared to mid-tier Atmos soundbars. Sony's design philosophy here is centered on spatial precision rather than exaggerated loudness, and that becomes immediately obvious in real-world use. The front soundstage feels wide and anchored, while rear channels introduce genuine depth behind the listener instead of vague ambient noise. Atmos height effects are more stable and directional than what lower-ranked soundbars can produce, allowing overhead sounds to feel placed above the room rather than smeared across the front. Dialogue clarity remains one of the HT-A7000's strongest advantages. Sony's center channel processing keeps voices firmly locked to the screen, even during scenes packed with music, effects, and bass energy. This consistency is crucial for everyday viewing, especially with modern streaming mixes that often fluctuate wildly in volume and balance. The system scales exceptionally well as volume increases. Instead of compressing or becoming harsh, the soundstage expands, preserving separation between channels and maintaining tonal balance. This makes the HT-A7000 feel confident in medium to large rooms where lesser systems start to lose control. Bass performance, with a dedicated Sony subwoofer, adds physical weight without overwhelming the rest of the mix. Low frequencies feel textured and intentional, giving explosions and cinematic scores real impact while allowing mid-range detail to remain intact. The integration between the bar, rears, and subwoofer is tight, which prevents the disjointed feel common in modular systems. Another key strength is room adaptability. Sony's spatial calibration technology adjusts output based on placement and room acoustics, helping the system perform consistently even when ideal positioning is not possible. While the HT-A7000 does not push Atmos effects as aggressively as the very top-tier systems, its precision, composure, and realism place it firmly in the upper tier of Dolby Atmos soundbars for 2026. This is where Atmos finally feels three-dimensional. If you're starting to hear the difference, like the video, subscribe for deep Atmos comparisons and comment whether surround separation or height realism matters more to you. Number 2. Samsung HW-Q990D Dolby Atmos Soundbar System. The Samsung HW-Q990D earns the number 2 position because it delivers one of the most complete, room-filling, and immediately cinematic Dolby Atmos experiences available without crossing into ultra-niche territory. This system feels purpose-built for immersion. From the first scene, sound expands beyond the screen, wraps around the listener, and rises upward with convincing height presence. Unlike mid-tier Atmos soundbars that rely heavily on virtual processing, the Q990D uses a full complement of drivers, rear speakers, and up-firing channels to create a sound field that feels anchored and directional. Effects move with intention. Overhead, sounds stay elevated. Rear channels feel genuinely behind you rather than blended into the front stage. Dialogue clarity remains a standout strength, even with this level of output and complexity. Samsung's center channel tuning ensures voices remain locked to the screen, cutting through dense mixes without sounding thin or artificial. This is critical for real-world use, where movies, series, and sports broadcasts often vary wildly in mixed quality. The Q990D handles these shifts with confidence. As scenes intensify, the system scales smoothly instead of collapsing into noise. Bass performance from the subwoofer is deep, controlled, and impactful, adding physical weight to explosions and soundtracks without overwhelming mids or highs. The low end feels integrated rather than detached, which keeps the entire presentation cohesive and cinematic. Another reason the Q990D ranks this high is consistency across room sizes. In medium rooms, it delivers an enveloping Atmos bubble that feels effortless. In larger spaces, it maintains separation and power without strain, something many soundbars struggle to achieve. Height effects remain audible even when seating is not perfectly centered, which is crucial for family rooms and shared spaces. The system's adaptive processing helps maintain balance based on content type, reducing the need for constant manual adjustment. While it may not offer the extreme modular flexibility or audiophile refinement of the absolute top system, the Q990D comes remarkably close in everyday performance. For viewers who want maximum immersion, strong surround presence, and reliable Atmos behavior without the complexity of a traditional AV receiver setup, this system represents one of the strongest Dolby Atmos soundbar solutions of 2026. This is the point where most people think nothing can get better. If you're impressed so far, like the video, subscribe for real Atmos testing, and comment whether you choose this or wait for the #1 system. Number 1. Nakamichi Dragon 1.4.6 Dolby Atmos Soundbar System. A Nakamichi Dragon 1.4.6 Dolby Atmos Soundbar System earns the #1 position because it delivers the closest experience to a true cinema-grade surround system ever achieved in a soundbar-based setup as of 2026. This is not a soundbar designed to simulate immersion through clever processing alone. It is a system engineered around real, discrete channels, real rear speakers, multiple high drivers, and massive low-frequency headroom. From the moment playback begins, the difference is unmistakable. Sound does not simply come from the front and spread outward. It occupies the room with authority, precision, and scale. Front, side, rear, and overhead effects exist as clearly defined layers, creating a three-dimensional sound field that feels physically anchored rather than digitally suggested. What truly separates the Dragon from every other Dolby Atmos soundbar is channel integrity under pressure. Many Atmos systems sound impressive at moderate volume, but collapse as scenes become complex. The Dragon does the opposite. As soundtracks grow denser, separation improves instead of degrading. Explosions hit with force, while dialogue remains perfectly intelligible. Overhead effects stay elevated and directional rather than blending into the front stage. Rear channels deliver genuine surround information, making movement through space feel natural and continuous. This level of stability is usually reserved for high-end AV receiver systems with multiple speakers. Yet Nakamichi achieves it in a soundbar-centered ecosystem through sheer hardware commitment and careful tuning. Bass performance is another defining factor. With multiple high-output subwoofers working together, the Dragon delivers room-pressurizing low frequencies that add physical impact without sacrificing control. Bass does not boom or smear into the mid-range. Instead, it feels tight, layered, and authoritative, enhancing cinematic moments while preserving clarity in dialogue and music. This balance is critical for long viewing sessions, where poorly controlled bass quickly becomes fatiguing. The Dragon maintains composure even during extended movies, gaming marathons, or high-volume listening, proving that power and refinement are not mutually exclusive when properly engineered. Another reason the Dragon stands clearly above every other Dolby Atmos soundbar in 2026 is intent. This system is not built for casual upgrades or minimal setups. It is designed for users who want a soundbar-based solution that truly replaces a traditional home theater without compromise. HDMI bandwidth support, full Dolby Atmos decoding, and robust amplification ensure compatibility with modern content sources, while the modular design allows the system to scale naturally with room size. It rewards proper placement in space, delivering an experience that feels deliberate and cinematic rather than convenient and limited. For large rooms, dedicated media spaces, or viewers who take immersive audio seriously, the Nakamichi Dragon is not just the best Dolby Atmos soundbar of 2026. It is the benchmark that redefines what the category is capable of achieving. This isn't just the best soundbar on the list. If you want reviews that separate real performance from marketing, like the video, subscribe for honest home theater content, and comment whether this replaces a traditional surround system for you. Final mega conclusion: that Dolby Atmos soundbar market in 2026 clearly shows how far this category has evolved from simple TV audio upgrades into serious home theater alternatives. What once relied heavily on virtual tricks and marketing buzzwords has now matured into systems that can deliver real surround separation, convincing height effects, and controlled, room-filling bass. The soundbars in this list prove that Atmos performance is no longer defined by a logo on the box, but by how well a system holds together in real living rooms over long periods of use. True immersion depends on stability, channel integrity, and balance. And the best systems here consistently demonstrate those qualities rather than chasing short-term wow factor. As you move from the lower ranks to the top of the list, the improvements become more structural and less cosmetic. Entry-level Atmos soundbars introduce the idea of height and spatial width, making everyday viewing more engaging than basic stereo bars. Mid-tier systems refine that experience by adding stronger bass control, better dialogue handling, and more believable overhead placement. At the top end, the remaining compromises disappear. Sound becomes anchored in space, transitions between channels feel seamless, and Atmos effects behave the way filmmakers intended. This progression highlights an important truth for buyers in 2026. The biggest gains in audio quality come not from louder playback, but from coherence, timing, and proper channel separation. Another critical takeaway is understanding how room size, listening habits, and expectations shape the right choice. Not every viewer needs the most powerful or complex Atmos system, but every viewer benefits from clear dialogue, controlled bass, and a stable soundstage. Smaller rooms often reward balance and tuning over sheer output, while larger spaces demand real rear channels and stronger height projection to avoid collapse. The best Dolby Atmos soundbars succeed because they respect these realities instead of pretending one design fits every space. Choosing the right system means being honest about how and where you watch content, rather than buying based on specs alone. That long-term satisfaction is where the best systems truly separate themselves. Soundbars that sound exciting for a few minutes often become tiring over time, either because dialogue gets buried, bass overwhelms the room, or Atmos effects feel inconsistent. The top performers in this list are designed for daily use, not just demos. They maintain clarity during quiet scenes, composure during action, and balance during extended viewing sessions. This is what makes them worth recommending in 2026, when buyers expect products to last years, not months. If this breakdown helped you understand which Dolby Atmos soundbar actually fits your needs, like the video, subscribe for honest and detailed home theater reviews, and comment which system you're considering and why. Your engagement directly supports content focused on real performance, informed decisions, and long-term value, helping this channel continue cutting through marketing noise and guiding buyers toward choices they won't regret.